Appliance Wholesalers Plus are the playmakers in the appliance business. Need new appliances? Then stop by their shop.
All right, I'm live. I'm just playing an ad, and then I'm going to send the music in.
They're open to the public across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. And stay tuned for the AWP Playmaker of the Game.
Create your own.
One more ad. Which one is it? It's the Game of the Week intro, or any? Does it matter?
Mattresses and more. And buy with no interest.
We're ready when you are.
Shop.
Should I do Game of the Week intro?
Is who we are.
It's time for Region 9 action in tonight's Boulevard Home Game of the Week on the Fan Sports Network.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pineview High School, hanging out in the pit as we get ready for the Panthers, taking on the Templars from Manti. Caden Formaster here with you on the broadcast, and Spencer Rodak alongside me. And, of course, we got to give a shout-out to the guys on the crew helping us out. We've got Cannon with us as well, doing the production over here. Sebastian running the camera, and back out in the studio, in the Findlay Hyundai studio. Got to thank Paul for taking on those duties. Spencer, it is the late night game. We would call this the nightcap, but at this point, let's just call it what it is. We are kind of doing some basketball after dark.
Yeah, a little bit of Pac-12 after dark, but for Region 9, right? It's about 5 minutes to 10. The game's supposed to start in about 6 minutes, so by the time we're all wrapped up here, it'll probably be midnight, and it might be Friday morning.
Yeah, a little Region 9 after dark. It's brought to you by Findlay Subaru, Fabulous Freddy's, and Bucks Ace Hardware, our great sponsors for tonight's action. And I am so grateful if you staying up to watch this game with us. We appreciate you being around. I know it's a weeknight, maybe it's a school night or a work night for some of you. I know it is for us. We'll be right back at it tomorrow morning, but we still wanted to bring this game to you. And for those of you who maybe are taking a moment to watch this back after the fact, maybe you're not watching live with us, but you'll watch it on demand over on the fansportsnetwork.com or the Fan Sports Network YouTube. However you are watching the game, we appreciate you being here with us this evening. Now, as we get on into it, Spencer, these two teams have had an interesting start to the season. Pineview, a little back and forth. They're winning some, they're losing some. Same with Manti. Manti coming off of a loss to Crimson Cliffs, another Region 9 team here. And I will say, they played Crimson really well.
Yeah, it's good to see some common opponents come in, and you get to see some of these region teams in action and then facing some of these other state teams as well. Of course, Manti is the 3A classification, but they are one of the better teams, I think, in 3A. They're off to a 5-2 start. Pineview, like you mentioned, kind of back and forth, but they're 3-3. They've got a first-year head coach, so they're on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're finding what their system is, what works for them. Coach Amico is loving having this team come around and play with each other, and they're learning who each other are as an identity of the team, right? They're finding that in themselves, and it's starting to work. It's starting to click. Still really early in the season. They're making it work. And then on the other side, you have Coach Devin Shakespeare, like you mentioned it. This is a 5-2 team coming to the game this evening. So we know this is a team that knows how to win some basketball games, and we'll see what they can do here at Pineview High School tonight. So lots of action here as we are inside the pregame show, and want to get on into our Team Diotto keys to the game. Spencer, what do you got for us for one of our Team Diotto keys to the game?
I think keys to the game, and I called the game last week with Devin against Rancho. It's a fast start for Pineview. If they can get making a lot of three-pointers early, that happened against Rancho, and then it kind of slowed down, but then they got back into the offense in the fourth quarter. So I want a quick start from the Panthers in this game.
I like that. Quick start's always important, especially when you're playing good competition that you know is also going to be trying to play quick. So if you can get in front of them early, then absolutely. I love that. You know, Manti's going to be probably looking to do a little bit of the same, a little bit of a quick start for them too. But for them, I think they need to really just get the shooters going, get that scoring moving, and you know that's going to see some early success. I think that's always a good sign for, a good indicator, I should say, for the rest of the game. Both of these teams have some great talents. On the Pineview side, Nash Schroeder, top 5 average scoring in the state of Utah right now.
Yeah, averaging 24 points per game, right on the nose. He's averaging about 6.5 rebounds as well, to go with 3 assists and 3.2 steals. So that 3.2 steals has got to probably be pretty high up there on the state leaderboards as well.
Yes, it's got to be really high. I mean, that seems high, just knowing basketball stats. 3.2?
3.2 steals per game,
is plenty high for sure. So, yeah, he's an all-around great basketball player, one of the leaders on this team, right alongside him is also Griffin Shepard. Griffin Shepard, one of the leaders on this team as well in scoring. And different play styles for both of those two guys. Nash is a little more finesse, and he finds ways to create shots and get to the basket. Griffin's more like a bulldog, you know. He's just going to bully his way around, and he might spin move on you, he might step back on you, but his pull-up jumper is great as well. He finds other ways to score. It's a little different than Nash. As Manti, you just got to be prepared for both.
Yeah, and both guys all-state candidates once again. They were both all-state selections last year. I believe Nash was honorable mention, and Griffin was third-team all-state, if I remember correctly. So Pineview's got some talent. They just got to win some games.
Absolutely. Well, as we are getting ready to wrap up the pregame show, get you into the action tonight, again, we want to thank some of our fabulous sponsors that are bringing you this game. And speaking of fabulous, how about Fabulous Freddy's, voted best of Southern Utah for car wash, soda, and cookies and sandwiches. Two great locations, River Road, Bluff Street. Make it a fabulous days with Fabulous Freddy's. And of course, Buck's Ace Hardware. Buck's has the best selection for guns, ammo, barbecues, lawns, garden. You name it, they have it. Think Buck's. 3 Southern Utah locations. Going to take a quick 60-second break. We'll have tip-off when we return here with you on the Fan Sports Network.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9. And From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Red Ledge's Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledge's Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Welcome back into the pit here at the Fan Sports Network as we get ready for the nightcap here from Pineview High School. Part of the Coach Walker Classic, which really has become a classic, a staple here in Southern Utah for high school basketball tournaments, covering between Pineview High School, Crimson Cliffs High School, and Desert Hills High School. Tomorrow's action will actually be over at Crimson Cliffs. And we'll be seeing this Manti team again as they'll take on Cedar tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Again, that'll be right here on the Fan Sports Network. And then we will also have the nightcap game over there at 8 o'clock, which will be Crimson Cliffs and Riverton. So make sure to tune into that tomorrow night, Friday night. Let's get on into the starting lineups brought to you by House of Jump. You can purchase 1 hour jump time Monday through Thursday. Mention that you heard it right here on the Fan Sports Network at $10 in the arcade and $10 for free in the arcade. House of Jump, gotta love it. Manti starting lineups. Let's get to it. Spencer, who do we got for Manti?
We've got Preston Thompson, number 2, the senior, as well as Jessen Barton, a senior as well. Another senior, number 4, Hunter Stevens. Senior, number 23, Reggie Frischknecht. And then number 24, Austin Thomas, who is a senior as well. So this is a very experienced Manti team. They start 5 seniors.
And on the Pineview side, they have number 3, junior Adam Moore. Number 13, senior Nash Schroeder. Number 15, a sophomore Caleb Schmidt. Number 20, a senior Griffin Shepard. And number 35, senior, the big guy, Trevor Condi, as your starters for Pineview. And Manti rocking the red and white. It's kind of a classic look, something maybe you'd see from the 60s, you know, just that red and white classic look to it.
Almost like a vintage University of Utah jersey.
It's a vintage looking jersey, and I'm digging it. I really like that red jersey for Manti. Pretty slick. Pineview in the whites. Jumping will be Condi for Pineview. And for Manti, it'll be Reggie Frischknecht. The tip goes to Pineview and into the hands of Adam Moore to get things started, and Schroeder will take it up. Here we go, Pineview. Starting off with the ball, Schroeder takes it over to the right side, over to Moore. Moore in the corner, looking to go down low, spins back up top. Shepard, he'll pull the 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Condi goes up high for the rebound, loses control of it. Ball on the ground, and and it's controlled by Pineview. Moore will reset the offense.
You like the hustle there from Pineview. Both teams underneath the basket.
Schroeder on the drive and the kick out into the corner, swinging it around on the stop. Now out to Moore. Moore will pull the three. Good three-point shooter there, but misses. And it's rebounded by Stevens. Stolen away. Schroeder, he goes up with it. Fouled, and no and one call, but he will head to the line for the free throw.
What a great heads-up play there by Schroeder. The Manti guy, I believe it was Hunter Stevens, just threw it right into his hands, and he just took it. Couldn't get the layup, though, right here on the Holbrook Asphalt replay.
Doesn't
so he'll get two free throws.
And rattles around, no good for the first free throw. Brought to you by Finley Subaru. You can check out their all-star lineup on their website, finleysubaru.com, and on the Savings side of the freeway. He makes the second one. It's a 1-0 ball game, Pineview. Stevens brings the ball up for the Templars. Crosses up Schroeder, finds a lane, he'll drive in, takes the right hand off the glass, no good. And Schroeder quickly to the other side. He looks for a lane and drives it in himself. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll say it was the last touch by Pineview.
Yeah, just dribbled the ball right off his leg there, right underneath the basket. A little bit of a tough start for Pineview. They've missed their first couple shots. They missed a free throw. They've got a turnover.
Stevens brings it up. Hands off to Barton. Barton dribbling with the left hand. Takes it back out and back inside. Kicks it into the corner. Thomas brings it back up top to Stevens. Stevens looking for a lane. Stopped by Shepard and has to go back outside to Barton. Barton on the drive. Scoops it up off the glass and in for two.
Nice play for Barton there, just driving in. Nice little scoop shot. Gets Manti on the board.
Condi with the ball at the elbow, pump fakes it, and hands it right back to Schroeder. Schroeder off the pick, try to create some space, and the defense collapses in on him, and Moore will reset the offense with 16 on the shot clock. Shepard for three on the other side, rattles it in. Cache Valley Bank three-point shot. Griffin Shepard.
Great ball movement from the Panthers, as we've seen early, and they finally get the third three-pointer of the game to fall.
Stevens,
missed the first two.
Stepping in and out. Gets it to Freshnick. On the drive, nowhere to go, has to kick. Three on its way off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shepard. Shepard trying to go quick. Finds lane to the basket, all the way in, scoop and score. Shepard for the lay-in.
What a great play by Griffin Shepard. Just goes all the way, takes it all the way by himself. Easy layup. Both teams out and running early.
It's Barton bringing it across the middle, takes it to the right corner to Thomas. Takes the baseline back out, three-point shot, no good. Stevens on the rebound. He'll kick back out, and it's back into the hands of Stevens. Looking for a pick, but he ran into his own teammate. Finds and Condi with the block on Thomas, and a traveling call. So Pineview, yes, they get the block, but a quick turnover on a travel.
Well, it looked like a travel right here on the replay with Manti. Didn't matter, Condi blocked it, but then, yeah, in the corner there, too many steps for Nash Schroeder, but a good defensive play from Trevor Condi.
Yeah, a couple of hops as he was trying to get control of his body and the ball at the same time. He controlled the ball, but not the body, so the traveling call comes. And the inbound goes into Carter Mason, who was checked into the ball game. Mason picked up by Schroeder, picks up the dribble and swings it over to Thompson. Thompson with the left-hand drive into the corner. No good on the three from Thomas, and it's rebounded by the Panthers. Quickly to the other side is Condi. He loses control of it on the deep pass from Schroeder. It goes out of bounds. Manti ball.
Just goes through his hands there, but I like the pressure from Pineview. I don't know if you're noticing here because we're watching it right in front of us, but the interior defense. Manti's having to take these outside shots, not saying that maybe they want to or not want to, but Pineview's doing a good job in the paint. Blocking it up, clogging it up.
Getting the ball down low to Freshnick. Freshnick on the spin. The hook shot no good. Rebound Condi. And Schroeder moving quick. Bounce pass to Shepard. Shepard goes up strong. No good. A little bump there. No call. Bump again. He does get the call this time. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot two.
It was a nice pass to begin the play. Obviously, you said Shepard missed the first one. There on the Holbrook Asphalt replay, you'll see this. He misses the first, but he sticks with it. You like the hustle. He beats 2 or 3 Manti guys right there, and then he gets a foul call.
And the first one is good. Up on the Wilkinson's house lighting scoreboard, 7-2 Panthers lead. Looking to make it 8-2 here with Shepard again at the line. And he gets the shooter's touch roll off the front of the rim bounce. And Carter Mason will bring it up for Manti. It's 8-2 now. Pineview with the lead. And 4:28 left to play in the first quarter. Get it down low to Freshnick. Goes outside, swinging it around. And now on the drive in is Thomas. Tipped away by Schroeder on the pass out, but Manti remains in control of it.
Once again, having to kick it out of the paint.
Over to Barton in the left corner, bringing it back up top to Mason. Mason back into the corner to Thompson this time. Thompson dribbles it up top. 6 on the shot clock. Freshnick trying to find somewhere to go. Picked up, and a foul is called, and one. As Reggie Freshnick gets to the line. Check this out on the Holbrook Asphalt replay.
They're struggling to get the ball inside, but he finds a little bit of space. Bodies Shepard. I think the foul right there is probably on the reach in.
Yeah, the foul goes against Jelani Ojegba. And Austin Thomas will head to the bench. Mason Starkweather will come in for Manti. Some great names on this Manti roster as well, as Reggie Freshnick makes the and one, tightens this game up. It's 8-5. Schroeder brings the ball up for the Panthers. Facing a 2-3 zone. Shepard on the quick three, nails it.
Nice play for the Panthers. Just one pass, has the space, so he takes it.
Mason in control of it, looking for a pick, goes the other way, tipped away, stolen by Schroeder. Fast break, 2-on-2. Schroeder keeps it himself, slows it down off the glass, puts it in above the outreach hand of Reggie Freshnick.
Great hustle play to keep it in bounds right there on the sideline, and then he just goes all the way by himself.
Starkweather with the ball, taking it inside, has to kick it right back out to Freshnick. He goes in on Schroeder, trying to create some space, has to go out. 3 by Mason is no good. Condi look for the rebound, no, but he blocks the shot anyway, and he gets it. Still tipped around. Condi gets in control, and it goes to Ojegba. On the other side, Shepard back to Ojegba. Now Schroeder goes for the kick out to Shepard. Shepard back into the other corner. Quick touch pass from Moore to Schroeder. He misses the shot, and it goes into Manti's hands. Quick ball movement there by Pineview.
Very quick. They're out there moving the ball fast.
Barton on the drive, bounces it off his foot, and it is Pineview ball. Whew, I like this. The speed's fun. I like the speed of this game as there's multiple substitutions here from Manti. A little bit of everybody coming into this game.
Yeah, both these teams are just running up and down the court. As you mentioned, you saw a lot of the Pineview touch passes and kicking it out to the three-point line in multiple ways. And it's a fast-moving game, but it's 13-5 right now with about 2:30 to play here in the first quarter.
It's Schmidt with the ball, taking it to the left side to Shepard. Shepard will take the corner 3, and he is feeling it. His third Cache Valley Bank three-pointer.
Another great shot by Griffin Shepard. They love the corner, Pineview, those corner three-pointers.
A missed shot. It's tipped. It goes out of bounds. It will be Pineview basketball. The missed shot was taken by Hill. And Hill, after the missed shot, will head back to the bench after giving Freshnick a little bit of a breather. 15-5. Pump fake by Schroeder, looking for somewhere to go. He'll dribble it back up top. Schroeder on the drive. He'll take the 15-footer and sinks it in for 2.
Nice little mid-range game there from Schroeder. Pineview shoots a lot of three-pointers, but you like to see a little bit of everything.
On the pass down low, it's Freshnick. Tries to find a lane in. It goes out of bounds. They'll say it was last touch by Pineview.
Once again, Pineview shutting down the interior. Manti's trying to get in there. They're giving it their best shot, but it's not really getting close to the rim.
Timeout taken. Brought to you by UD & Associates. We'll keep it right here. It's a short timeout, and want to thank UD & Associates for great service and rates on your home auto life insurance. Call Luke UD today, 435-251-9102. That'll get you your free quote, see how much you can save. So, Spencer, today, one thing that we're looking for in today's game is maybe a candidate for something new we're doing with the Fan Sports Network. That's our Jimmy John's highlight of the week. One of those big plays that just stands out. And the best thing about it, one of those highlights, if it does stand out and we choose it as our highlight of the week, The fans then at the end of the month get to vote on all of our highlights from across the month. Whichever team is a part of that highlight, Jimmy John's will cater them some sandwiches.
Oh, that's a nice get there. I like that.
I know. Pineview's already made the list as well with the Nash Schroeder buzzer beater in the first week of December. As the ball inbounds to Freshnick, he jumps through some traffic and gets it in for 2.
That's really the only time that Manti's gotten a clean shot at the rim, and it happened to just come right out of a timeout.
And they go at the full court press. They break it with Ojegba on the right side. They cross it back to Schroeder on the left. Zone defense here from Manti as Shepard gets the ball back to Schroeder. Schroeder on the drive looking for anywhere to go. He has to kick out to Ojegba. And now it's Williams into the corner. Shepard, pump fake, got a guy off the ground, shoots the ball, no good, off the front of the rim. Offensive board by Ojegba, no. Manti, one of their players fell on the ball. I believe that was Freshnick, it was. And with it being a jump ball, it goes to the hands of Manti.
It's a good shot there. It just fell short over there in the corner. Like I said, Pineview loves the corners, but you love the hustle from both teams getting on the ground. They're diving for the ball.
Condi comes back into the game as Griffin Shepard hits the bench, and it's Carter Mason bringing the ball up for the Templars. Good backdoor cut and 2 for Jessen Barton.
What a nice play from Barton. Just beat Ojegba.
Schroeder picked up by Mason, kicks it right back out into the corner to Schmidt. Schmidt will drive baseline. He pump fakes up, and it's stolen away. Bad pass there into the hands of Mason. Quick ball movement by Manti as Thompson trying to find somewhere to go with it. Has to go back out. Freshnick will drive in on Condi. Back to Thompson. Nothing there.
Condi get a piece of that one?
I think he might have for a little bit of a block shot. It's Mason swinging it across to Barton. Barton has to take it back out to Freshnick. 13 on the shot clock, 18 on the game clock. It's a little push shot, no good. Offensive board and a foul. Preston Thompson will head to the line.
Great play by Preston Thompson. Pineview's starting to let Manti into the paint a little bit more than I'm thinking Patrick Amico would like for the Panthers.
And the offensive boards, too.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds, giving up the second chance opportunities. They've gotten beat inside a few plays in a row now.
So at the line again, Preston Thompson, the senior for Manti. 17-9. And make that 17-10 as Manti gets that Finley Subaru free throw to go.
I gotta say, I know this game tipped off at like 10 p.m., but we have a pretty good crowd here for a 10 p.m. game.
You know, it's these Pineview students that are saying,
good.
Hey, Mom and Dad, I gotta go to the game. I gotta hang out with my friends past 10 o'clock. I know my curfew's 10, but it doesn't matter. We got a lane violation on the missed free throw, and he'll shoot one more.
Yep, on Pineview.
It went against Devin Williams, and he pointed at himself like, me? And the ref said, yes, you.
They must learn that from the NBA guys, right?
Yeah. You're not supposed, you know, I believe high school is you're not supposed to leave till the ball hits the rim, or at least that's how it used to be. They're a little more lenient with that nowadays. I don't think people really care too much. So Ojegba will go to the bench, and coming back in is Shepard. Shepard will inbound into the full court pressure. Trying to go up high to Schroeder. It's tipped away by the hands of Lincoln Alder. So again, it will be Pineview basketball. This time they'll take about 3/4 up the court.
He had to get the ball in there because he was running out of time, but that was not a great pass by Shepard. He's a little lucky that that wasn't a turnover.
10 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Again, that zone defense from Manti as Schroeder with the ball up top. He'll try to drive inside, finds a lane, scoops it up, no good. Rebounded by Manti, but they will not have any time to do anything with it. That is the end of the first quarter. It's 17-11. The Panthers lead this one over Manti. We will take a quick 45-second break, and we'll be back right after these messages from our local sponsors.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey.
Welcome back into the pit. Here is Pineview leads 17-11. It's the second quarter, and Pineview gets the ball to start. Schroeder takes the ball up court for the Panthers. And again, Manti sticking to this. They're kind of going 3-2 zone as opposed to a 2-3 zone as the ball goes into the corner to Williams, and he swings it back up to Shepard. Quick pass down low to Condi at the baseline. He'll take it back up to Moore for the corner three. No good. It'll go out of bounds. And last touch by Shepard of Pineview. Manti ball.
I know Pineview missed that shot, but you got to love the ball movement. The ball's just zigzagging around the whole court. We're having a hard time keeping up.
That's true. Hunter Stevens brings the ball up and hands off to Barton immediately. Barton trying to drive in the lane. He pushes it up. No good. It's tipped, and it's rebounded by Shepard. Shepard trying to move it quickly to the other side. Schroeder on the left side. Back up to Shepard. He'll pull the three. Rattles it around. No good. He's been good from three times already with 9.
Yeah, that one looked good. It just rimmed out.
Stevens on the kick out to Barton. Barton trying to drive in. And it goes to the three. It's good. Austin Thomas.
Nice play by Thomas. Good ball movement for Manti. They got that open three. Condi was late closing out.
Shepard trying to drive in off the right side. He'll kick back up top to Shepard, and Williams back to Schroeder. An offensive foul is called against Devin Williams as Hunter Stevens got in the lane.
Those are the silly fouls that you never want to pick up if you're Pineview or if you're Manti. I don't think head coach Patrick Amico is too thrilled about that one.
Especially when it's kind of an off-the-ball foul. You got rid of the ball. You're not going up for the shot. Barton hands it off to Freshnick. Freshnick up against Schroeder. He kicks it back out to Thompson. Thompson on the drive, and another kick out for the left-handed three from Jessen Barton.
Same spot as the last time Manti scored. That corner, they're heating up.
Ties it up at 17 apiece. It's Adam Moore back into the corner now to Schroeder. Schroeder trying to take it inside, nowhere to go. Kick out Shepard. He'll take the three, no good. It's rebounded by Thomas of Manti, and Stevens quickly to the other side. Good ball control there by Preston Thompson. Back to Stevens. Stevens driving in on Williams. Has to go back outside to Thomas. Thomas takes it baseline. And now back to Thompson. He'll take the three where he made one before. Misses that one. Rebounded by the Panthers and Schroeder. Over to Shepard. Back to Schroeder up top to set up the offense. He drives in on Stevens. Defense collapses around him. He spins around it. Takes the two. It's good.
Nice spin move by Schroeder. Stops a little mini drought for Pineview.
Barton. Down low to Freshnick, bumps up against Shepard. Shepard, good defense, has to go back out to Thomas. Now Barton to Thompson. Thompson at the foul line, back to Barton. Barton looking for the pick. Takes the 20-footer, it's no good. It's tipped, and Freshnick gets the rebound. Lazy rebounding there by the Panthers.
Yeah, we talked about it, Caden. Second chance opportunities, and that's one that Manti just got because they just didn't box out for Pineview.
Freshnick spins on Condi, misses, and Condi gets the board. 5 minutes left here in the first half of play. 19-17, Pineview with the lead, and Schroeder in control of the ball. Over to Williams. Williams back to Schroeder. Schroeder looking for a pick from Condi. He gets it. Defense was there. And now goes to Condi down low after a quick pass from Shepard. A foul is called against Manti. Not a lot of foul calling in this game. We've only seen one foul from each team now at this point, which is not a lot through this second quarter of play.
No, not really, but great play there by Pineview to get the ball into Condi. He had a mismatch. He had the short guy on him.
Ojegba is checked in again, and he takes the inbound pass into Condi. And now Schroeder takes the ball up top, looking for the pump fake there. Instead, hands it off to Moore. Moore on the drive, nothing there. And Schroeder, wide open three, gets it to go. Cache Valley Bank three-pointer, Nash Schroeder.
Wide open three, great pass, teed him up in rhythm. That's what you like to see if you're Pineview. Those three start falling.
Stevens on the drive. Over to Barton. Barton now to Freshnick. Freshnick, offensive foul. Adam Moore getting in his way and taking the bump.
Good play by Adam Moore to sacrifice his body like that. Pineview trying to get the momentum back in their favor. Leads back up to 5.
4:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Schroeder. Quick back and forth, and it's back in the hands of Schroeder over to Schmidt. Schmidt on the right side, up top to Schroeder. Still trying to penetrate through this zone defense of Manti. On the dribble is Schroeder. He kicks out Ojegba. He'll take the 3 straight away. Barely grazes the rim, and Manti controls it on the quick fast break. The ball's thrown away. It'll be Pineview ball under the basket. Few substitutions here for Manti. Coming in, you have number 10, Parker Anderson, who we have yet to see. Off the bench, Carter Mason also checking in. And it's Schroeder bringing the ball up for the Panthers. He'll hand off to Moore. Moore takes the ball back around up top. Schroeder, he'll take the 3 from the left wing. It's good.
Pineview starting to find their rhythm from downtown. Lead back up to 8 now.
It's Mason on the dribble. It's poked away, and the foul comes as Jelani Ojegba. I thought it might have been clean. I guess not. The ref had a better advantage than I did.
Yeah, I mean, from here it looks clean. He would have had a clean lane maybe for a dunk. But the ref says it was a reach.
Yep, and he had a better vantage point. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one and say it probably was. If he said it was, I'm going to believe him. Down to Thompson, and he brings it back up top, over to Mason. Mason now over to Starkweather, who's checked in again. And this time it's Condi on a little hip check.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Starkweather. Not really sure where the foul was on that play.
Well, Condi's going to hit the bench. It's only his first foul. 25-19, Pineview with the lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. And with the and one, it's missed. And into the hands of Ojegba. Panthers coming the other way. Schroeder, he'll take the 3. He saw an open opportunity. He takes it. A bad bounce on the rebound goes into the hands of Manti. Bringing it up is Anderson. Anderson on the right-hand dribble, switches left, takes it to the left side to Mason. Mason trying to find a lane inside. He's picked up by Schroeder. Needs somewhere to go. Schroeder on the reach-in foul.
Well, that's a bad foul for Pineview. He was stuck. He was looking for somebody to throw the ball to.
I was waiting.
It looked like he was about to travel.
I was waiting for either a travel call or a defensive collapse, double team him to try to get him to force a bad pass, something. But instead, yeah, like you mentioned, a bad foul from Schroeder there.
Yeah, Panthers bailed him out on that possession right there.
Absolutely. And Schroeder will head to the bench there with his second foul. And Williams comes back into the game. Schmidt picks up Starkweather. Starkweather picks up the dribble 10 feet inside, has to kick it right back out. Looking to the corner to Mason. Mason, he'll take the 3. No good, little long on the shot there as Moore gets the board for Pineview and quickly the other direction. Now Schmidt swinging it around, and now Moore goes into Shepard. Shepard, I think he was trying to pass to Schmidt. Schmidt ran away from it. Luckily, Moore was right there. It's now Ojegba on the right side, bringing it up top. He'll pull from just inside the 3. No good. Offensive board, Williams. Back outside, Schmidt straight away, no good. And rebound Ojegba. Pineview with the offensive boards.
Back-to-back offensive rebounds, creating those second chances for Pineview. That's good hustle plays.
Ojegba on the left wing takes into the left corner to Schmidt. Schmidt brings it back up top to Williams. Williams picks up his dribble, and had he not done that, he would have created a lane for himself. This time now it's Shepard from about 15 feet out. It's no good, and rebounded by Starkweather. And Manti, after all of that, after everything Pineview did, they couldn't capitalize. Manti ball, another offensive foul down low. Reggie Freshnick, his second offensive foul.
Yeah, it looked like the right call. Griffin Shepard had his feet set. So, I mean, if you're Pineview, you couldn't get any of the 3 shots to fall and the multiple second chances, but you immediately force an offensive foul. So, not a bad play for Pineview.
Pineview is getting picked up here by Manti in a full court press with 1:32 left to play in the first half. Williams on the dribble, hands off to Shepard. They break the line, and they set up in the offense. Manti switching to a man defense here as Moore push shot off the front of the rim, no good. It's Starkweather swinging it across to Stevens. Stevens looking for a lane inside. He goes up. Beautiful shot by Hunter Stevens.
What a play by Hunter Stevens to navigate through the paint like that against some taller defenders for the Panthers. Scoops it up and in. Nice play.
An athletic move now with under a minute to play. 25-21 Panthers lead as Williams nearly losing control of it. Gets back into it as Schmidt looking for a shot inside the three, no good. A little hard off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Starkweather and Manti. On the other side, Stevens trying to do the same thing, and he gets it to go.
What a Euro step. He took some big steps there, completely legal, to be fair.
Yeah, he took a hop. He could take that hop. As Shepard trying to find a lane inside. Quick touch pass by Schmidt to Moore. Moore going up to Condi. A little alley-oop. Wasn't a dunk. A little touch inside. Condi with the two.
No, we'd love to see the dunks, but high school kids, not all of them can dunk, you know.
And Condi can. He was just a little ways away from the basket.
Well, and usually defense in high school is a little tighter, so it's a little harder to get that separation.
5 seconds here. Stevens on the drive. Blocked by Williams. Williams, half-court heave. Oh, nearly got it to go. Devin Williams with the defensive play there off the bench as we head in to the Rally Stop halftime show here. But let's check out that Holbrook Asphalt replay of the Stevens shot blocked by Devin Williams and the heave.
And this place would have erupted if that would have gone in.
That would have been phenomenal.
But it was a great block by Devin Williams.
It was a great block. It was awesome. First half is down 27-23. Pineview leads. We're going to take ourselves a 3-minute break. And when we come back, it's the Rally Stop halftime show on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nets on Fire is the premier indoor basketball training facility in Southern Utah with 4 full-size gyms and group and individual training packages available for every age and skill level. Nets on Fire can elevate your game. Hoop it, Nets.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week. Scooters Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast
435-251-2299 to find the location nearest you.
Welcome back in to your Boulevard home game of the week here. Multiple games of the week this week with the Coach Walker Classic. I don't know if we have a designated game of the week, but this is definitely one of them. I want to thank Boulevard Home for being a great sponsor, of course, making your house a home for nearly 50 years here in Southern Utah. Now, as we head on into the Rally Stop halftime show, of course, there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop. Spencer, first half of play, Pineview's up 27-23. And, I feel like this game, yes, the scoreboard looks pretty even. I feel like Pineview has had its moments where it feels like they're a little more dominant, but the mistakes, there have been a few mistakes where it feels like they're shooting themselves in the foot a little too much. I feel like this could be maybe a 10-point lead as opposed to where we're at here with 27-23.
Yeah, they had about an 8 or 10-point lead a little earlier, but like you mentioned, and I feel like some of their shots have also been forced. I think Manti's tightened down a lot on the perimeter, and the opposite can be said for Pineview. Manti's starting to get some of those shots on the interior that we didn't see really in the first quarter. So Manti made a pretty good run there. I know Stevens made a couple of good plays, except the Devin Williams block there at the end of the half. But we've got a close one. You mentioned it's our Boulevard home game of the week, one of many, and we had a close game in the first one today, and we might have a close one in the second.
We definitely do, and it was a quick 6 points, 2 threes that were made on the far side from us, far side corner, one from Preston Thompson, one from Jessen Barton for Manti. That really changed the momentum of this game for Manti. They had that and one call as well. So really you could call it those 9 points that quickly push us into a different ball game. Pineview not hitting the threes like they were in the first quarter, the second quarter, kind of missing some of those opportunities. So it feels like the shots are a little more forced against that zone defense. Maybe that's what Manti needs to stick with. That zone defense seems to be working.
Yeah, it's working progressively for Manti. Pineview had a little more of open opportunities in the first quarter, I'd say, or the first half quarter, and the lanes have closed up, and the three-point line is being defended better for Manti. But like you mentioned, over in the corner, Manti getting those three-pointers. Pineview had done really well on the closeouts, and then they left a couple of guys open there, and that's kind of what sparked that Manti run.
Yeah, absolutely. Manti right now taking advantage of some of those open opportunities that they're finding themselves in. And I think that's something that Coach Amico's going to probably talk about in halftime is a little bit more of securing the defense up a little bit and avoiding some of those small mistakes, some of those dumb fouls, some of those loose balls, taking advantage when you get those offensive rebounds as well.
Yeah.
Something that we saw in the first half was a lot of offensive rebounding, but not a lot of scoring off of those rebounds.
Yeah, and we mentioned how they were limiting Manti's second chance points, but then just there close to the end of the half, we had, 3 times where Pineview had chances at shots. They had gotten 2 rebounds, and they weren't able to come away with any points. You got to cash in on those extra opportunities if you're the Panthers.
Absolutely. Well, I want to take a quick moment here to bring you your Nets on Fire Region 9 scoreboard, some of the updates from across the region. We talked about, we were here broadcasting the game. Well, I shouldn't say we weren't, but Paul and Keith were on the broadcast for the Snow Canyon and Cottonwood game, and that was quite the game. It was a pretty fun game as Snow Canyon and Cottonwood were going at it. Snow Canyon team looks good though this year as well.
Yeah, Snow Canyon looking pretty good under first-year head coach Ryan Ball. Of course, we got a first-year head coach here at Pineview with Pat Amico, but the Snow Canyon game was close. I was in studio producing while Paul and Keith were here on the call, and it went to overtime. So
yeah, an overtime ball game. You gotta love it. Why not? Snow Canyons, like I say, they're looking good this year. It'll be exciting to see what they have to offer. But another game that has gone on. So Dixie on the road lost to Orem in a close ball game. They were just shy of getting the best of them on that one, but we're not able to get the win there. And then you have Desert Hills. They got the win over Spanish Fork in a 1-point game, 63-62.
Oh, so we're having a lot of close games today. Snow Canyon lost a close one. Dixie lost a close one.
Loses 53-55. Desert Hills wins 63-62. And then, hey, how about this too? Also, Cedar, they got a win in overtime.
Yeah, that game went into overtime as well.
79-76 over Slam Academy, which has to be the best name ever. Sports management charter school in Las Vegas. So, again, Region 9 in action tonight has looked fairly good. You know, it's been competitive at the very least.
Yeah, a lot of games, every game has been close. I think within 4 points. I mean, we got I think right now this is the game that's probably been the least close, and it's a 4-point.
It's a 4-point ball game.
4-point ball game at halftime. Well, I do think Snow Canyon ended up falling by 6 in overtime.
Yeah.
But what a bunch of fun games for Region 9 fans, and it makes you excited for Region 9 play. Because if you can get competitive games like that, game in and game out for Region 9, well, it's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break. When we return, it's the second half of play here from Pineview High School. 27-23 Pineview leads. We'll be back right after this.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com. Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool? Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah vacationrentals.com. The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9. And From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon.
Back at it here in the pit. It's Pineview Panthers and Manti Templars. 27-23 right now. Pineview leads as we get started with the second half of play. It's the third quarter. 8 minutes on the clock, and Manti will take control of the basketball to get things started. I want to thank you again for joining us through our Rally Stop halftime show, and remind you there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop, with locations all across southern Utah. Grab a snack, refuel, head on over to Rally Stop. Get things started here. Quick shot down low. Reggie Frischnick.
Great play for Manti to find Frischnick right out of the half. It looks like they caught Pineview sleeping a little bit on that play.
Schroeder takes it over to the near side to Moore. Moore looking to go down low. Shepard picked up on the defense side. Condi with the hammer down.
There we go. That's the dunk we wanted from Trevor Condi.
Your House of Jump dunk. That's an hour of free jump time for everybody at House of Jump. Into the corner. No good on the three. And tips. It's rebounded by Pineview. Taking a while to get back is Austin Thomas. He finds his way back onto the court. And now it's Shepard looking down low again to Condi. Condi loses control of it. He gets it right back and is double teamed in the corner. Has to get up to Schroeder. There is a foul. Schroeder's basket will not count. Do we have that Condi dunk again? Can we see that on the Holbrook Asphalt replay? Beautiful pass by Shepard on the assist, and the dunk down by Condi.
Basket. Shepard found him wide open.
And here's Shepard again. Pushes the shot up, and he'll be fouled. But led to the line for some Finley Subaru free throws.
I like the way Pineview has started the second half. They seem like they're attacking. The energy's a little more up, kind of like how the start of the first half was.
Yep, good energy for sure, as there's 6:59 on the clock, and the first one is no good. I don't think Schroeder has missed this many free throws in a game ever. And he's missed a couple here, but he shakes the head because he knows he's missed a couple.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of free throws really, but well. Yeah, your best player can't be missing free ones.
Stevens controls it for the Templars. Looking right side, fades back to the left, and it's Barton. Barton looking down low to Frischnick. He bounces up, back to Barton up top. Barton on the drive, he'll kick out. Pulling the three, no good from Thompson. It's rebounded by the Panthers. and Schroeder controls it. Look for a quick pick from Condi over to the far side, swinging it all the way around. It's Shepard. He'll take the three. Not good, but he gets his own rebound in the corner.
Nice
Has
hustle.
to get rid of it, throws it off of his opponent, keeps it here.
Nice hustle from Griffin Shepard to follow up his missed shot right there, and he was trapped in the corner. But I love that when they have the presence of mind to throw it off the opponent right there on the sideline.
He had nowhere to go with it. Might as well. Nash Schroeder will inbound. He goes into Shepard. Shepard hands it right back off to Schroeder. Gets picked from Condi. Looked up at the basket and said he scoops it off the glass. Beautiful move from Schroeder. The far-handed scoop.
Nice play all the way to the rim with the scoop and score.
Stevens throwing the ball away into the hands of Condi, and diving on it is Thompson. Jump ball will be the call as Condi lays his body on the line to get after it. It will remain down low, and I guess they will give Condi the foul, it looks like. Since, again, he did jump on top of that guy there. He jumped on top of the other player. 31-25. Looking to get it down low to Freshnick. Freshnick kicks it back out, taking the threes. Barton rattles it, no good. Condi with the tip, it's rebounded. No, Condi strips it away. I was gonna say rebounded by Thomas, and then Condi decided, no, I want that ball, and he steals it away.
Condi upset he got called for the foul there, so he makes up for it with the rebound strip.
Corner three is no good by Schroeder on the other side. And it's now Stevens pushing the ball up for Manti. And easy, too, as he just floats one over the top of the defense.
Yeah, Pineview's defense looked disorganized there in transition, but you got to give credit to Stevens. It was a nice play.
Moore with the ball up top. Manti back into this 3-2 defense that worked so well for them in the second quarter. Going cross court, it's tipped away out of bounds by Preston Thompson, and it'll stay here with Pineview.
Some of those small mistakes we talked about in the first half that didn't necessarily doom Pineview, but kept Manti in the game. It's those little things like that. Cross-court passes, I know it's Pineview ball, but not the best pass if you're Griffin Shepard.
Ball inbounds to Shepard. Shepard back to Schroeder. Schroeder pump fakes the deep three.
I thought he was going to take a Steph Curry range one right there.
I thought he was too. Instead it swings all the way across to Schmidt on the far side. It's no good. Rebound Stevens, and he pushes the ball up court. Picked up by Moore. Over to Barton. Barton with the right hand dribble inside. Easy. 10 feet out.
That's back-to-back possessions, I think, that we've seen Manti just kind of go right into the paint. Can't like that if you're the Panthers.
31-29 with 4:37 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Pineview swinging the ball around the perimeter, looking inside Shepard. He'll take the foul line jumper. It's no good. Looks to get his own rebound off of Manti. It'll stay here with Pineview. They'll get the ball under the basket.
It's a good shot by Shepard, but just rolled out short. But you do like the hustle. Those little things like that gets Pineview the ball back, even though he missed the shot.
Schroeder on the inbound play, gets it into Moore. Moore will kick it back out to Schroeder, who swings through the defense. He drives in on Freshnick, losing the ball on the pass out to Ejegba, and now Moore controls it again. Shepard steps inside from the left wing, trying to get rid of it, and it's tipped away out of bounds. It will be a Pineview ball with 19 left on the shot clock. Plenty of time.
Yeah, we got a close game here. The intensity is certainly turned up here in the second half.
Shepard takes the inbound. He goes right back into that corner and gets back to Shepard. He takes the ball up top. Shepard swinging it all the way around. Spin move to the glass. No good. Couldn't get it high enough off the board.
That was a great spin move, but like you mentioned, just rolled off the rim.
Losing a little bit of traction there. It's a travel call on the other end, as Mason Starkweather was not able to control the ball and his feet at the same time. Full court pressure here from the inbound pass with 4 minutes left to go in the third. 2-point ball game.
This is a possession that Pineview, I think, needs to take advantage of. Manti makes a little mistake like that. Pineview, you got to come back and you got to make a basket here.
Schroeder picks up his dribble, and it's tipped away. He picks it back up again. It goes into the corner. Schmidt for three, no good. Tipped up by Condi. You got to love having 6'8" waiting for you under the basket. Wide open, Adam Moore. Still no good. Pineview can't buy a three as Schroeder forces a basket up between two players and draws the foul.
Right there on the Holbrook asphalt replay, Nash Schroeder just down there doing the dirty work. But 2 missed threes for Pineview on that play. Very similar to a play we saw in the first half.
One by Adam Moore, one by Caleb Schmidt, both of which have the green light as that Finley Subaru free throw is made by Schroeder. Both have the green light, both had wide open threes. If you're Coach Amico, you're not saying, hey, don't take those shots. Take them all day long.
No, those were good shots, and they're just a little off, and they seem to be a little bit off tonight. I mean, we don't have live stats or anything like that, but I do feel like Pineview has been a little bit off from the three-point line.
Yeah, they're great in the first quarter, not so great from then on. With 3:30 left to play in the third, as Mason trying to get it inside. He kicks back out to Freshnick. All the way into the corner. No good from Anderson. An offensive board from Freshnick. Stripped away by Schroeder. He's had at least 2, maybe 3 steals this evening. And he Euro-steps his way through traffic and in for 2.
Nice play by Schroeder, a quick 4 points, and it causes a timeout. We call for Manti.
Yep, full timeout taken on the Holbrook asphalt replay. You could see this quick still from Nash Schroeder, and he takes it all the way in for the Euro step for 2. Just a beautiful play from Schroeder to find his way to the basket. Get the easy bucket, makes it 35-29. We'll take a quick 30-second break in our UD Associates timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Taking the inbound pass from Manti is Carter Mason. He's come on off the bench tonight. Haven't seen points from Mason, but he's definitely been an impact into this ball game. Anderson swinging it around. It's now Freshnick going up against Condi. He'll try to spin. Still nowhere to go. Condi's length a little too much for the leading scorer of Manti tonight. Mason back over to Anderson. Now top Freshnick looking to get it down low. It's tipped away. Stolen. Condi controls it. And it's just Schroeder who will take control of the offense. Schroeder saying, clear the lane. I want to take it with my left. And instead, it's a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Good. Nash Schroeder.
It's the defense leading to offense for Pineview. They're not letting Manti get into the paint like they did in the first half, the end of the first half, and it's turning into points for the Panthers.
Another full timeout taken, this time from Manti, as now the Panthers lead 37-29 from the Nash Schroeder 2 there to give them a little bit extra. We'll keep it right here. We want to thank some of our great sponsors for tonight's action and all the action for Region 9 athletics this season. Great sponsors here in Southern Utah like Intermountain Sports Performance. Of course, there is no off season when it comes to sports and specific sport training. You can visit Intermountain Sports Performance with locations from Logan to St. George. And Intercap Lending. Got to thank Scott Gibson. He has a loan for you and competitive rates and exceptional service. You can call 435-619-8080. And last but not least, Handel's Ice Cream. They're open late. Are they open as late as we are? It's nearly 11 o'clock.
Literally what I was just going to ask.
I guess we'll see.
After how long today's been, I could use some ice cream. I'm just not sure they're open at 12 a.m.
Go check them out on Bluff Street. Inbound pass after the timeout comes into Stevens. Stevens takes it with the left hand. He drives in through the lane. It's tipped away by Condi. But back into the hands of Manti, and Stevens will reset the offense with 2 minutes. He slips. Ojegba on the ground. He gets the ball. And now it's Schroeder bringing it up for the Panthers. A little step back three, no good. Condi trying to get the rebound, but out of bounds. Reggie Freshnick had a foot out of bounds when he tried to grab that rebound. It'll stay with the Panthers.
A little bit of a heat check there for Nash Schroeder. Wasn't that far off, though.
I like that. Just a little hesitation inside, a little step I wouldn't call that a full step back. He just gave a step to the defender. The defender pulled way back. He pulled the three. I like the thought as the inbound pass nearly stolen away. Schroeder way in the corner. Goes off the side of the backboard. Saw that coming. He was way in the corner. And the quick little alley-oop pass to Justin Barton. Oh, Schroeder's got to pay attention. It was a foul on the other side now. The ball was inbounded to Schroeder, who had it immediately tipped away by the defense, and then a foul comes, and it will be Hunter Stevens heading to the line.
It's a heads-up play for Manti to steal that on the inbound. That doesn't happen very often.
Especially with someone like Schroeder. He's usually a little more heads up on some of those plays, and he still is. He's a great player, but even the best have their moments.
Stevens at the line. I really like him. He's really good. He's really quick. He's taking some really athletic shots.
And he misses the first free throw. 37-31, Panthers lead. 1:38 left to go in the third on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Haven't seen very many Cache Valley Bank threes recently, as the second free throw's good. Picked up on the double team, nearly thrown it away. It's a foul going against Mesa Starkweather.
They're trying the trap, but it's worked pretty well. Like you mentioned, the zone has worked well with the pressure for them, so maybe they want to try and get pressure in some other ways as well. It is a close game. 5-point game right now, but they've got a little over a quarter to go.
Yeah, and this full court pressure has kind of gotten to Pineview a little bit there, but they're able to break it. And now with 25 on the shot clock, minute 23 left in the third, it's Adam Moore with the ball up top. He gets picked from Condi, goes to the corner to Schmidt, who drives baseline. He puts it up for two, and that's the first time we've seen Caleb Schmidt with a basket tonight.
Nice play and drive from Caleb Schmidt.
And good defense from Condi. It wasn't quite a block, but the defense and then the quick rebound. As now on the other side, Adam Moore three, no good. Had that gone in, this place would have erupted.
Yeah, it was good defense, though, or recovery defense from Condi. He kind of got beat at first, kind of had that Rudy Gobert-like recovery in the paint for the Panthers, but it is Manti basketball.
Schmidt will head to the bench as he picks up a foul there on the offensive end of the court for the Panthers, and Manti controls it here as Hunter Stevens brings the ball up. 55 left on the clock in the third. 39-32, Panthers lead. It's Barton spinning in, kicking right back out. Freshnick going up against Shepard. Freshnick nowhere to go, trying to get it off. He does. No good on the shot by Starkweather. Offensive rebound by Freshnick, blocked away. Ball goes out of bounds. The official. Okay, what do we got? We got a foul down low.
Second chance opportunities, you got to limit them if you're Pineview. It's going to let Manti hang around in the game.
So they give the foul to Shepard, who was a part of that little bit of a scramble going on down there for the basketball. The inbound pass goes up to Freshnick.
To me, I thought he shot it, so I thought it was going to be a shooting foul, but
Freshnick gets the ball down low, going up against Condi. Condi with the outstretched arm. Freshnick gets it over him. We haven't seen him do that yet tonight. Condi's been able to get there on defense. And the full court pressure right now against Pineview. They get it across. It's Williams with the ball. He takes it over to the far side to Schroeder, who has control of it in front of the bench. 11 on the clock, no shot clock. Down to 7. Schroeder looking for a pick from Condi, gets it. He drives in, takes the shot, he's fouled. He'll head to the line with 1.3 on the clock.
Good drive by Schroeder. Did it all on his own there. Drawing a foul, getting a couple free throws. And we have seen him miss a few, so these are not automatic.
No, he struggled from the line. He's probably shooting right about 60% or so from the line. Misses the first.
Right as we say it, the broadcaster jinx. Right off the front of the rim.
Yeah, it's a struggle. This is something that he may beat himself up for. Maybe after practice one day, he's going to go shoot 100 free throws just to get the feel back into it. Then he makes the second. The heave with next to no time misses. It is 40-34 on the clock. The Panthers lead as we head into the fourth quarter here on the Fan Sports Network. We'll be back. 45-second break. We'll be back right after this.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loan.
Welcome back in, everybody, here to the pit, Pineview High School, part of the Coach Walker Classic. Now, there are a lot of games going on. If you head on over to the fansportsnetwork.com, click on that Region 9 tab. You can see the games that we are broadcasting with links to them available. You can also see at the bottom of the page the schedule for the Coach Walker Classic, as Pineview controls the ball coming out from the quarter to start the fourth here. Right now, it's Shepard and Schroeder back and forth. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Shepard breaks through. Foul line jumper. It's tipped away. No good. And the Templars are moving quick. Stevens, quick backdoor cut. Beautiful move. Preston Thompson. Maybe even a better pass from Hunter Stevens.
Great play from Stevens to get into the paint, to find the open guy. He's quick.
He is quick. Shepard again, quick pass back out to Schroeder, over to Moore. Moore back to Schroeder. Schroeder pump fakes the three, takes a step inside and kicks it back out. Schmidt, corner three. Caleb Schmidt, Cache Valley Bank three-pointer.
Pineview likes those corner threes. We've seen it this season. That's really the first time we've seen it from this corner tonight, but a good shot from Caleb Schmidt.
And it's Barton to Stevens. Stevens goes up with the shot, off the glass and in. For someone of the size of Stevens, he finds a way to get up and shoot over the defenders.
He's only 5'9".
Losing it is Schroeder. Goes into the hands of Barton. Barton on the fast break against Moore. It's tipped away, and now Moore has control of it. Quickly to the other side is Schroeder. He's got a lane to himself, and it swirls its way around the rim and in for two.
Some quick back and forth play, some turnovers. Great fast break though right here. You'll see on the Holbrook Asphalt replay.
Let's check it out here. And again, that was the steal from Manti from Jessen Barton.
And then the return steal, Caleb Schmidt poked it out.
Schmidt with the poke, and then Moore with the quick outlet to Nash Schroeder. He takes it up with the left hand, and it swirls its way down in for two. And the Panthers lead right now 45-38 with 6:33 left to go in this ball game. It is 11 o'clock on the dot here at the pit right now as well. This may be the latest basketball game I've ever been a part of on a broadcast.
Yeah, this is pretty late. I mean, it's definitely the record for me. I'm only on my second broadcast.
And especially on
so that's not a very hard one to break, but
especially on a Thursday night, you know?
Yeah, Thursday night.
This is one of those weekend broadcasts. Yeah, I was talking with our producer here, Cannon, about some baseball games. I've done an 11-inning baseball game that took us to about 11:30.
One of those tournament games?
It was actually a region game. It started at 7.
Man.
And just because, again, it was an 11-inning game, we had a tied ball game for way too long.
I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm excited for baseball season.
Excited for baseball,
I mean, I
too.
know that it's the middle of the winter, but...
Yeah, baseball will be here before you know it. We'll enjoy basketball while we have it, of course. 45-38, Pineview leads here with 6:33 left on that Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Manti will control the ball coming out of the timeout. Hunter Stevens takes it across the timeline. Picked up by Schroeder to the left side to Barton. Barton back into the middle, looking down low to Freshnick. Freshnick has to kick right back out to Stevens. Stevens on the drive in. A little bit of a circus shot there, a little too hard off the glass, but the offensive board goes to Manti.
He didn't make the shot, but once again, his quickness causing some issues for Pineview.
Freshnick kicks it out, open three, Thomas, and it's then Austin Thomas, corner three.
Oh, we haven't seen a three-pointer from Manti for a while. Now Pineview struggling to get the ball in. We're past half court.
Tipped away out of bounds. It goes back under the basket. And Griffin Shepard will come in and inbound. They've already lost 5 seconds off the shot clock as well, so they only have 5 seconds to get it across. And as quick and easy as that, Schmidt gets it across. Condi was right there waiting for it, but Schmidt takes it all the way to the basket for 2.
Great play from Schmidt. He had a lot of space to run, so he said, why not? I'm just going to take this myself.
The defense thought, hey, Condi's right here. He's a big guy. They kind of sagged off a little. Stevens, a wide open lane for 2.
Stevens, once again, that quick first step is just burning Pineview in the paint.
Schroeder and Shepard now trying to get it past. They do. Shepard on the drive in. He loses control of it into the hands of Thomas. Now to Stevens. Stevens to the other side. He slows it back down, and now Barton gets it down low to Freshnick. Freshnick, nowhere to go. It's tipped, but he controls it back. Gets it to Barton. Barton on the drive inside. Nothing there. Rebound Freshnick. He goes up with it, and 1. Fouled by Griffin Shepard.
It's the second chance opportunities. Manti missed the first shot. The Freshnick is there for the second one. Potential three-point play the old-fashioned way, and that would cut the deficit to 1.
Let's see what he can do with this Findlay Subaru free throw. Check out Findlay Subaru online at findlaysubaru.com. And he hits it, 47-46. Substitutions come in off of the bench for Manti. Mason Starkweather comes in, and Carter Mason.
Manti has really settled into this game defensively, and Pineview seems really bothered by the press. Nearly had an issue right there, but they did call a foul. Kind of bailed Pineview out a little.
Little bit of contact. Hunter Stevens, I believe, is who that one went against. Sure enough, it did. Ball goes into Moore. Moore on the double team. Can't get it out. He does get it out and across the line to Condi. And now the Panthers have time to set up the offense. On the drive is Schroeder. Schroeder losing it, but Schmidt saves him. He goes in. He puts up the shot, and he's fouled. So now Caleb Schmidt heads to the line.
I like the aggressiveness from Caleb Schmidt. We saw him take the one from nearly midcourt and go all the way to make it. Right there, he picks up the loose ball. Does a little ball fake, gets in there, draws a foul. Nice few minutes here from Caleb Schmidt.
And he makes the free throw. (48-46). Made free throw, extends it to 2. Looking to make it a 3-point ball game here. And he does. Thompson inbounds it into Mason, and Mason brings it up court. 4:55 left on the clock. Barton looking for the pick from Freshnick. Drives it inside, trying to swing it in across the defense, but it's tipped away out of bounds. Manti will retain possession here with Jessen Barton to inbound. Gets it into Starkweather. Starkweather back out to Barton. Barton back up top, Starkweather. Picked up by Condi. He drives. Has to kick back out. Mason, wide open 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Condi.
Nearly bounced in off the front of the rim. Not a bad shot there for Manti.
A bit of a line drive shot there by Mason. Quick touch passage. Schmidt, he's been hot, and he hits it again.
The personal run for Caleb Schmidt continues. Corner 3, couple of free throws, nice layup. Good for Caleb Schmidt.
Mason Starkweather controls it, looking for a pick there. Has to pick it back up. Freshnick spins around, looking down low. Starkweather goes up, blocked away. On the other side now, Pineview. Driving in is Nash. He goes up behind his head. How did he do it?
That was a nice play.
Let's check that out because this is a contender for our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game.
Well, he blows past one defender and beats the other, who's pretty straight up.
That was phenomenal.
He just kind of throws it up off the glass. Great body control by Nash Shepard.
Absolutely. Nash taking it all the way in and making this a 54-46 lead with 3:49 and a UD Associates timeout taken. We'll just keep it locked in right here.
And excuse me, I said Nash Shepard. I meant Nash Schroeder.
We all knew what you meant. It's late. We'll give you a pass on that one. It's 11:06 now. Can you believe that? This is the latest, like we mentioned 6 minutes ago, latest broadcast we may have ever done for basketball, but we're loving it. The feel here in the pit is electric. We have a small student body section still hanging out with us here here tonight past 11 o'clock. They know they have homework to do, but you know what? They're here instead.
It's cleared out a little bit from what it was at the beginning of the game, and I can't say I blame them. It is a Thursday night, but that's not a bad crowd for 11:05 or 11:07 or whatever time we've got right now.
Take it back to your high school days when you were a Pineview Panther.
Yes, I was.
Would you be one of the guys sitting in the crowd right now, or would you be sitting at home?
Well, I
on
honestly,
a Thursday night.
On a Thursday night?
On a preseason ball game.
In a preseason, probably at home. I'll be honest.
All right. Now, if this was Pineview against Dixie.
Yeah, if it was Pineview Dixie or Pineview Desert Hills and it was home or road and it was this late,
you're probably there.
Yeah,
all right. That's good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I always liked the games against Dixie and Desert Hills. Of course, Crimson would be a fun one now. Crimson wasn't around when I was in high school.
Absolutely. Stevens controls it, gets it over to Barton on the left side. Back up to Stevens. Stevens picked up by Moore, gets the pick from Freshnick. Stevens controls it. He kicks over to Freshnick at the foul line. He takes a step inside, trying to spin on Condi, and is fouled. He'll head to the line. Condi, I believe that is his third foul, and it is. You check that out on the Holbrook Asphalt replay here. That's the movement of the arm.
The movement of the arm. Otherwise, he was pretty straight up. And
had he stayed straight up, I don't think he makes the shot anyway, and you're probably safe. You just can't swat at that. The officials at this point in the ball game, they're kind of looking for a little bit of anything with a close ball game, especially. It's Freshnick at the line, makes one, misses the other. And Schroeder sneaks his way through traffic, gets across half-court line, 3:23 left. Schroeder takes it to the left side and swings it all the way across court. It's Schmidt, corner three again. Can he do it? No. Rebound, Barton.
Just rimmed out.
Here comes Manti. Stevens on the drive. Nowhere to go with it. And it's tipped away, stolen. It's Pineview's ball. Quickly to the other side now. Shepard to Moore. Moore back to Shepard. Shepard in the near corner. Crosses all the way to Schroeder. Schroeder driving it into the baseline. Has to go back outside. Schmidt now on the drive. Still nowhere to go. He tips it away.
Great pressure from Manti.
Spin move, Moore. Left hand off the glass for two.
Right as I say it, Moore breaks the pressure. Nice little spin move.
He finds a way. You got to love it. Hunter Stevens controls it now for Manti. Takes it to the right side to Barton. Barton goes into the middle to Freshnick, who's picked up by Condi. He drives in, goes left, spins right. Stripped away, Schroeder. 2-on-2. A little give and go. Left hand off the glass. Schroeder finds a way to break the defense.
Nice play from Schroeder. He faked out Stevens, got the other defender up in the air, and was still able to finish.
Barton with the 15-footer, and he gets that one to go quickly on the other side.
Yeah, that cuts the deficit to 9 for Manti, so they got to go a little quicker now.
Boom, boom, just like that. 58-49. Timeout taken. We'll take a quick 30 ourselves, and we'll be back right after this.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey.
10 cents off per gallon of gas at Fabulous Freddy's. Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main and Pearson.
Back at it in the pit as we are finishing up the timeout here with 2:05 left to go. 58-49 as Pineview leads over Manti. We'll see Manti in action again tomorrow as they're going to be taking on the Reds. That game will be over at Crimson Cliffs High School, but we'll be broadcasting that here on the Fan Sports Network, so you can listen to it on the radio on 99.5 or 95.3. If you're from Cedar, listen to it on 93.1. Or, of course, watch the game on YouTube on the Fan Sports Network's YouTube page. Check us out on thefansportsnetwork.com. Lots of ways that you can catch that game tomorrow. Manti and Cedar tipping off at 5 o'clock. We've got 2:05 left to go here. And Pineview ball. And it looks like Moore stepped on the line on the baseline on the far side.
Great ball pressure from Manti. Pineview just struggling with that full court press when Manti deploys it a little bit.
Inbound goes to Freshnick. Gets it over to Thomas. Back to Freshnick. Barton drives it in with the left hand. Tries to go up against Condi, decides against it. Kicks out Stevens, no good. Condi on the board. And now Schroeder controls it for the Panthers with a minute 40 left to go in this ball game. He gets the pick from Condi. Behind the back, stop and go. Drives. Catches the rim. No, it does not. Rebound Manti, and it's Barton. Ball stolen away. No, it's not. It's an Adam Moore foul.
You like the hustle from Adam Moore, but try to do it without the foul. Obviously, that's going to stop the clock. And Manti's trying to make a comeback here. Down 9 with a minute 29 to go.
Still time. It's tough, but still time. As Barton takes it with the right hand to the right side. It's picked up by Schmidt. Back out to Stevens. Stevens, 25 on the shot clock for Manti. He spins in on Schroeder. Quick movement over to Thomas into the corner. Now up to Barton. Barton over to Stevens. Stevens looking for a lane in the middle. Foul line jumper. It's good. Too much time taken off the clock there for Manti. They gotta move quick.
It was a nice play from Stevens, but it did take way too much time. I think about 20 seconds.
And Pineview breaks that defense easily as Shepard all the way to the basket. What a move by Griffin Shepard. What was that?
Not really sure. An up and under?
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was a nice play from Griffin Shepard, and that's probably going to put the nail in the coffin for this one.
60-51 with 38 seconds left to go here. 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Is it an over the back call? What are they calling here? They're going to give it against Moore.
Looks like they're calling it on Adam Moore.
It looked like Moore was going for the box out, and it looked like Preston Thompson was coming up over the top of Moore. I thought they might give it to Thompson for going over the top, but instead they're giving it on the cut underneath from Adam Moore.
Yeah, a little surprised on that foul call.
Inside, it's Freshnick off the inbound pass, picked up by Shepard. Nowhere to go with it. He has to kick out to Stevens. 25 on the clock. Stevens gets a pick. Schmidt breaks through it. It's Shepard getting a hand in the face. Offensive board. Still no good on the second try. And it's Shepard. And losing control of it is Schroeder. Schroeder kind of got locked up for a little bit with Thomas there. 3 on the other side. It's Barton, the lefty. 3, no good. And Condi, no. It's Barton on the offensive board. Another quick 3, airballs it, and that's game. 60-51, Pineview. They get the win over Manti in what was an electric ball game. A 4-point halftime lead gets us to a 9-point win. We're going to wrap things up real quick here. It's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. I want to thank them for being a proud sponsor. Let's just get right on into it, shall we? As
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your...
Spencer, let's talk about our AWP Playmaker play of the game. I think there was a few great drives there towards the end. You probably could have picked any of them.
Yeah, we had a couple of the drives that I liked. There was one from Griffin Shepard. There was one from Nash Schroeder. I also like the blocks. I really like the Devin Williams block as well of Stevens for Manti.
And there's this Griffin Shepard where who knows what he did. He went right hand on the left side, kind of contorted his body a little bit.
Little Houdini action there.
I love that. Maybe we'll give it there. Maybe we give it to the Condi alley-oop for all we know as well.
Yep, Condi also had a dunk, so we could throw the dunk in there.
And then he had Shepard.
Yeah, the body control on that one from Shepard was great.
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. So, I mean, there's a few contenders. I'm going to say, tell you what, Condi's dunk. The little bit of a bounce pass into Condi as he's streaking to the basket. We haven't seen many dunks yet in Region 9 this season. Let's give it to Condi because I want to give that Hershey's Hardware Playmaker player of the game to Nash Schroeder. He did a lot.
Yeah, Nash Schroeder had a good game. Made a couple of threes, made some big plays, nice driving layups there at the end. Overall solid game for Nash. The only thing I think he wouldn't like is the free throws, but we talked about that already.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Coach coming up here. Do you mind if I let him borrow your headset real quick, Spencer?
Yeah, no problem.
As Coach comes up, he's grabbing a headset here. Coach, solid win. This is a tough Manti team.
Yeah, it is.
Crimson took them right to the end the other night, and you guys, again, kind of taking them to the end here, but that 9-point win. Tell me, halftime, there had to be some adjustments made. It was a little bit sloppy towards the end of the second quarter. Coming out of the second half, what was changed?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, what is it, Thursday still? Is it Friday? I mean, it's really late here.
Do we even know
Thank
yet?
you guys for being here. First of all, appreciate you guys for hosting this Coach Walk Classic and have it on the Fan Sports Network. The Coach Walk Classic means so much to me, and I love Coach Walker and everything he means to this school and to me. So thank you guys for being here. But no, halftime, you know, we were up double digits, I think, in that second quarter at some point, and we just got away from doing the little things. The little things are what make us special, and we can defend a great team like that and hold them to, you know, a lower scoring night than they're used to. So it was just boxing out. It was just rotations. It was just the little things, and we figured it out for a while, and then we lost it for a minute. But a heck of an effort. I mean, Griff and Nash have been so sick all week, and especially Griff, as you guys saw. We're just trying to get him out, get medicine in him, get fluid in him, and for him to fight like he did and play through it. And Condi did an unbelievable job on 23. I mean, that's the 3A Player of the Year, and we finally late just said, let's have Condi on him, and his length really bothered him. So no, really proud of our guys.
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of big moments today. You know, early on the three-point was falling, in the middle not so much, and then you had Caleb Schmidt hitting a couple there towards the end that extended out that lead. How'd you feel when he hit that corner three, first one?
I felt like finally the lid was off. He struggled last weekend up north, and that's what we're going to get, right? He's a sophomore, him and Jelani both, so we're going to have to live with the roller coaster, the great moments and the not so great moments. They're just learning what it's all about at this level, at this speed, but super proud of him, and he answered the bell. You know, we got so stagnant up north of just relying on the three ball, not driving in, not playing into the paint and out. We want to play quick. I've talked about it with you. We go a 12 to 15 second shot clock. We want to go really fast, but we got to be able to make shots to do that and get the right shots to do that. And if it's not a good one and we're just forcing it up to play quick, that's not the right kind of basketball.
So, Coach, obviously, congrats on the win. First off, a late game tonight. Yeah. What do you guys got to do to turn around quick for tomorrow and this weekend, and how do you want to finish out this Coach Walk Classic?
Well, I'd like to go undefeated this weekend, but we purposely gave us the toughest schedule we could without playing like a Logan again, because we played them last weekend. But this Westlake team's really good. They just lost to Dixie by 12 last week, and we all know how great that Dixie Flyer team is. So it's going to be really tough. They really get after it. They're really physical. Really, it's just going to be about rest. Sadly, our guys have to go to school. Those guys get to stay at the hotel and rest all day, but we'll go to class, we'll watch some film, go over the scouting report right after school, and then we'll send them home to bed and get back at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock for the 8 o'clock game.
I love it. We're excited to be a part of the Coach Walker Classic as always. And Coach, congrats on your first Coach Walker Classic win.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, as we again finish wrapping things up here from the pit, from Pineview High School, one last word I want to give out. Mike's sub of the game, and a few different guys that could definitely be on this list. Devin Williams, Jelani Ojegba, which one are we going with between those two guys?
I think I got to give it to Devin Williams for that block alone.
Yeah, I mean, Devin Williams
was a great highlight defensive play. He was all over the place. Maybe he didn't make a lot of shots, but he was there making the hustle play, so I got to give it to Devin Williams.
I love it. All right, Devin Williams, there you go. Your Jersey Mike's sub of the game. Well, we're going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you for sticking with us if you're still here at 11:20 tonight. Got to give a shout out to Paul back in the studio. He's a trooper as well, and thank him for being on that Snow Canyon broadcast with you here at the pit as well. For everybody here, for Cannon and for Sebastian as part of our video crew, and of course Spencer and myself, thank you for joining us here on the Fan Sports Network. We will see you tomorrow 5 o'clock right back here on the Fan Sports Network for Cedar and Manti. Have a good night, everybody.
Fabulous Freddy's always keeps your car fabulous.